Hey, what's going on, guys? Avenger, Vastey, brand new review. This time the Mezco Toys upgraded suit Spider-Man. So this was the summer exclusive, and I decided just to get on it. I think I just saw Spider-Man Far From Home when it came out in July, and then this guy came out so it was San Diego Comic-Con, and then they had this on their website. I decided to get it. So I'm waiting on John Wick next, but here it is. I actually haven't even taken it out of the package right here. You see him on the back, and then it says Mezco up there. Yeah, all right, let's open this up, give my opinion. Taking a look at Spider-Man's accessories, he comes with 4 interchangeable head sculpts. First, you got this open-eyed head. Looks pretty good. And then you got this Steve Ditko inspired head where the eyes are a little closed, which I like. This one is probably my favorite. Then you got this one where the eyes are a little more open but kind of squinting. Then you got this Peter Parker head sculpt, which I think looks like Tom Holland. Looks pretty good. And he also comes with the Edith glasses. And I'll get into this in a second, but I just want to get them on here properly. They're kind of hard to get on here. They're not very pliable, so, I mean, you kind of want to be careful with them. Here's how that looks. It's pretty good. As far as hands, he comes with 4 interchangeable hands. First, he comes with this wall crawling hand. I'm just going to show this one because the other one's different. Looks pretty good. And you got that, in the movie, it looked like he had his, the sensor to do his, web shooter right here. So that's what that is down there. It's pretty cool. And then you got this other hand where it's actually crawling. It comes with 2 fists. And it comes with 2 flipping hands. Or web shooting hands. And you got this port where to put the web shooting or the webs, which is pretty cool. And then it comes with 2 hands to hold the webs. And it comes with a stand. It's pretty cool. I'm not going to take it out because I don't think I'm going to really use it, but this looks awesome. Here's a look at the webs that he comes with. He comes with this one web, which is him shooting it out. And I do wish he came with another one of these. It's kind of hard to get in focus. You get the idea. And something that's pretty cool with this, and the other one he comes with, is the actual port for the web. Actually goes in the hand. And you cannot see the base of it. So that's pretty cool for toy photography if you don't want to have the actual white piece showing. So it actually looks seamless. That's pretty cool. And he also comes with this other one, which is actually like shooting out. This is pretty cool. Actually, it's the same thing. It looks awesome. And then he comes with this bendable or posable web, which reminds me of those old Toy Biz twisty ties that would come with Marvel Legends and whatnot. Even DC figures had that. So this is pretty cool. And it comes with this web mask. So if you want to web it over an enemy's face, you can do that. So that's awesome. And he also comes with this web base, which I like a lot. So if you wanted to attach this on a wall or put it on the floor, that'll look pretty cool. So here's a look at Spider-Man himself. Really cool figure right here. My first Mezco Spider-Man figure, and he came out really nice. Pretty much when it comes to me collecting, at the end of the day, I'm a fan of Marvel and I'm a collector. So I like to have a different Spider-Man figure from every toy line. So I have Toy Biz Spider-Man Marvel Legends from Hasbro, Spider-Man from Mafex, SH Figure Arts, Mezco here, Reveltech, Mini Mates. The only ones I don't have from is I even have a Hot Toys Spider-Man. The only ones I don't have are Marvel Select and Marvel Universe. But this guy is my first Mezco Spider-Man, and he came out pretty cool. Now, I will say, when I saw that this guy was going up way back in July of last year, I was like, yeah, let me just get on it. I just saw that it went up, and I was like, may as well get it. And he came out pretty cool. I will say that Spider-Man Far From Home, I've seen it 5 times. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you guys. I didn't really like the movie. I like Spider-Man Homecoming, but Spider-Man Far From Home just really wasn't my thing. There was really cool elements of it, one of them being the suits and costumes and Mysterio himself, but just overall the storyline and some elements I just was not a big fan of. Definitely not my favorite MCU movie, but I still like this costume. This costume came out really cool. I like how Peter made it himself and didn't really rely on Stark technology. And it doesn't have a lot of technology in it. It's pretty basic, which is what Spider-Man is at the end of the day. So, really cool suit at the end of the day. So, let's get into the figure itself. So, looking at this head sculpt, I like it, man. All the head sculpts are really nice, even the Tom Holland head. Let me give you a look at each one. Here's this one. This one is my favorite. And then this one as well. Then the Tom Holland head. So let's get on here. And then Edith, which again, I was not a fan of this element in the movie. I thought it was pretty, honestly, I thought it was pretty stupid. But let's put it on the figure. And oh crap, you want to be careful with that as well. I said this earlier, but it's not a pliable material. It feels pretty thin as well, so you want to be careful with this. And the suit itself feels really nice, man. It feels like actual Spider-Man wearing a suit. So if I actually met Tom Holland and he let me touch the suit itself, this is pretty much how it would feel, in my opinion. Give it a little 360 of it, like all the lines in here. The spider on the back is really cool. This was a really cool design for the Spider-Man suit. It's pretty much like the first appearance Spider-Man suit where he was red and black. And they gave his own little twist on it. It's awesome. Got the hands over here. And this is the web shooter I was talking about earlier. That's awesome. I just love how this costume feels on the figure. Got the shoes down here. Good stuff, man. Little 360 of the figure one more time. Here's a look at how the web looks. So Mezco actually did a really good job on the articulation. There's some things I would have done differently, but still, really good in range of movement and whatnot. The head looks up pretty far. It doesn't really move down, which is one of my gripes, but it's not the end of the world. You kind of want to be careful down here if you actually do get the figure. Just not to get it bunched up with the actual cloth. The neck moves side to side and whatnot. Arm moves back and forth, up and down. Now, something I want to be a little careful of is moving this up all the way. If I want to have him like in a swinging pose, I just don't want this to get bunched up and like stressed out over time. You can kind of see it like stressing out over here. It makes me a little nervous. He has a bicep swivel. It's over here at the elbow, which is great. It's a wrist swivel that moves up and down, so side to side, left and right, all that good stuff. It has a great diaphragm joint, and it moves back pretty decently, not too much. Waist swivel and crunches side to side, like it moves forward, back, and out. Swat the thigh, double joint the knee, and the foot moves down. Doesn't really move up. He has a decent ankle pivot, and that's it, man. Pretty good. I mean, it's not, you know, a Mafex figure, because pretty much Mafex has killed it with every single version of Spider-Man that they've released over the years, and they're like the ideal Spider-Man articulation, but this is pretty good, man. Not terrible, not the best, but it's pretty good. Here he is next to the Mezco Daredevil, just to get an idea of how he looks with other Mezco figures. Yo, if that rumor that's been going around on the internet about Daredevil being in the next Spider-Man movie, yo, man, that would be so dope. I mean, again, I wasn't a big fan of Spider-Man Far From Home. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great, and there was definitely some things I really didn't like. But Spider-Man in the MCU so far, he's been pretty decent. Not my favorite, but he's been pretty decent. But if they can really get Daredevil and put Spider-Man on that street level and get him, like, grounded, that would be awesome, man. I mean, pretty much you getting more grounded than being with Daredevil and Punisher and all those guys. And here he is next to the Marvel Legends Iron Fist to get an idea of how he looks with Marvel Legends. Doesn't look terrible, but again, something I've been kind of doing is keeping lines contained within themselves. Like keeping Marvel Legends with Marvel Legends and Mezco with Mezco. So just get an idea of how that looks. So I'm going to give Spider-Man pretty much an 8. He's a really cool figure. Not perfect, but I definitely like how he came out and how the figure feels. Maybe if we get another Spider-Man movie costume, like a new one, maybe I'll buy that version. But I am getting the stealth version from Far From Home, which I'm excited about. But this one is cool as well. So, I mean, don't pay crazy amounts of money for it, but as a Spider-Man figure, it's pretty good. Alright guys, thank you all for watching. I'll catch you later. Peace.